Oh, there we got it. The Undying seal. For me, this was a grind, and I would just like to go over what you need to do in order to get this, just in case if you guys want to do it. Now, before I get this started, you can only get this season. So in 16 days, you cannot get this title no more. So it's very exclusive to this season only. Now, without further ado, let's get into the seal. First, pretty simple, complete the collection. Let's see what's in the collection. You just gotta get the weapons, which includes the 3 pinnacle weapons: the Randy's throwing knife, exit strategy, and edgewise, which is a grindy set of weapons to get, but you can get it done if you really want to. It just takes time. Then you gotta do the 980 Nightfall. Second step. In the Vex offensive, complete encounters and close the warp gate, which just do Vex offensive. It's not hard, it's super easy. You got 6 people, you'll get this done. Third, final assault. In the Vex offensive, defeat the Undying Mine. Right now there's the Hydra boss, that's the Undying Mine. Just do that 3 times, so good to go. Fourth, complete the Vex offensive without dying. It's not hard at all, just don't engage with the enemies. This one, it's not hard, it's just time consuming a little bit. Just use different weapons in the Vex offensive to kill enemies. Yellow bars, fill this progress up pretty quickly. It's not too difficult. Next one, get multi-kills. This, pretty simple. Auto rifle might be the hardest one because they're mostly kinetic, but fusion rifles, pretty easy. Use Jotun, use Aaron Tolt, those are pretty easy. SMG, Recluse, exit strategy, subjective, pretty easy. Nonetheless, just takes a little bit of time. Next one, land precision final blows with hand cannons and bows. Anyway, let's just move to the next one. In the Vex offensive, defeat enemies with finishers. Pretty self-explanatory. Use your finisher button. Next one, defeat oracles in the Vex offensive. You're gonna get this done just easily. Just do Vex offensive, you get this done. This one, it's not hard-ish, kind of. You just gotta do like those Vex offensive public events on the moon. It might take you a little bit, because it took me a little bit, because after a public event, you get one of these events, and then you have a chance of the Vex Overlord to spawn in. It doesn't spawn a whole lot, but it is also kind of hard to kill the enemies. They have a butt ton of health, so you will need a group of people to help you with this to get this done. I needed like 2 extra people just in like the patrol to help me with this, and we got this done. So yeah, maybe this might take a little bit of time, but overall you should get this done pretty quickly. Also, the next one, complete public events on Earth's moon while wearing a full set of seasonal armor. Super easy. Just get the Dreambane armor from Eris. Do heroic public events. Should get this done easy. Season 8, defeat enemies on the moon with finishers. Just like the Vex offensive one, you can do this because the Vex offensive is technically on the moon. So if you do Vex offensive, this will count towards it too. So it's pretty simple swimmer story. Pretty easy also. Now these two, these are like, for me, they're very time consuming. So the first one, defeat enemies on the Earth's moon using void abilities. Supers is the easy part. Grenades and melees are kind of that iffy part. For what I use the Warlock with the middle tree Voidwalker class, middle branch, because I was able to get my grenade early up. And then for the void melee kills, I just use the Hunter, Night Stalker, and middle tree to get my melee abilities, because those are melee kills and they also count towards my super kills. So I was like, kill 2 birds with 1 stone. It was easy, but it just took a lot of time, and which also goes into the next one, which is the same thing, just using arc abilities. Super use Chaos Reach, use your Hunter, Arc Strider, Fist of Havoc, pretty easy. Grenades. I used the Pulse Wave grenade for my Warlock, so it was pretty easy for me. And also another tip, use a gun with Demolitionist to get your grenades up. Those are what helped me with both of these. They're pretty self-explanatory and easy. It's just the melees are a little iffy. Another recommendation for the melee is use Monte Carlo. They recharge your melee ability super quick, and if you get a kill, it could recharge it from 0 to 100 real quick. So it's just not hard, these things, but it's just super time consuming. Overall, this is I wanted this badge, but I never thought I was gonna get it, but here I am with the badge equipped. So if you really wanted to, you can get this done. In my opinion, the hardest part of this is the collections, just because these 3 pinnacle weapons. If you hate PvP, you're gonna hate this weapon. If you hate Gambit, if you hate Vanguard Strikes, these take forever. But once you get these 3, and you still got like a couple days before the season ends, in 16 days, you'll be able to complete this no problem at all. And you'll get pretty much an exclusive seal to know that you are a true grinder. Anyway, that's the video. Hope you like this summary of what to do to get the Undying seal. And good luck to you all.